Hey class, it's me Jaleesa coming to you this week for my video. This week I actually had a couple of topics that I wanted to discuss, but I actually picked the topic that I don't want to say it really bothered me, but it kind of stuck more so in my mind versus the other topics that I was going to talk about. And again, that topic is boundaries. Um, so this week, I worked with a consumer who has not been keeping constant contact with me. She has a diagnosis of major depressive disorder, severe, also with PTSD. Which is very evident due to a lot of trauma that she has faced in her life, and she has not actually appropriately coped with that trauma, thus her entering services with us. So she had been eluding me. I hadn't had a face-to-face contact with her since, excuse me, November of 2017. And with my agency, it is important that you must comply to the paperwork documentation that is completed annually, in which she wasn't being compliant. Thus, when I try to reach out and make contact with her, as standard protocol, you have to do a call first to the home. If no answer, you have to send out a letter to the home. And then if no answer to that, you have to do a pop-up to the home. In which, once those three efforts are made, then you can proceed with discharge. However, she actually made contact with me and started indicating that she had a lot going on in her life. More specifically, she's at risk of displacement. She was actually denied again for Social Security benefits, in which they indicated that she actually has a diagnosis, but they feel like she is able to work. She would just have to find some kind of work that is suitable for her. In which, if you know this consumer like I do, you just have to know that it is not possible for her to work due to have a seizure disorder, in which seizures can come on at any moment due to any kind of triggers, whether she's overly hot, overly cold, too sensitive to the light. So she's a fall risk, which puts employment or an employer with her as a liability risk. So moving forward, I dropped her off after the session after getting her paperwork documentation completed, and she has always stated that she felt overly comfortable with me because she feels like I am kind of more so relatable to her situations, in which I don't really disclose too much about myself to consumers, not unless I feel like it's a hurdle to get them to open up and build and develop that rapport with me. As I was taking her back home, because we had completed the documentation that was necessary, it was just in general conversation. She was just telling me goals and things that she wants to work on, and I was indicating that she can do it, as long as she stayed consistent. She put her mind towards completing her goals and objectives successfully, asking for help when she needs it, and not feeling ashamed to need help. And then she's supposed to say, gave her my phone number, office phone, to reach out in case she needed anything. And in the midst of the conversation, she was just talking to me a little bit about the traumas of her childhood. And then in the middle of the sentence, she was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go, girlfriend, so I'll call you later. Once she said that, I tried not to make it evident, but my face sometimes has a tendency of displaying how I feel before I can get anything out of my mouth. So what she indicated, oh, what's wrong, Miss Dorsey? Did I say anything wrong? And that's when I had to politely explain to her that, boundaries are very, very critical in this situation, and I don't want it to jeopardize our working relationship due to maybe another professional or maybe another individual overhearing how she referenced me. In which I indicated to her that it's very important to use my correct name. If she's not going to call me Miss Dorsey, she is welcome to call me Miss Jaleesa. But I try to keep it on the professional level. So my question is, guys, how would you address that with somebody that's so emotionally unstable and fragile? Just getting her feelings hurt can kind of cause and trigger a depressive state. So I don't want to cause her to digress in progress. But at this point, what should I do? Because I feel like she's overly comfortable and she's kind of looking at me as a friend, although I redirected. So can't wait to hear you guys' feedback. Thank you so much. Have a good one.